Hi everyone, welcome. If you're new here, my name is Aileen and here we like to talk about all things makeup, mostly luxury makeup, skincare, and fashion. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then I hope you consider subscribing and joining the family. So today, here we are. Another month has come and gone. It is time for my monthly favorites and go-tos. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then keep on watching. Let's get to it. Okay, so I'm just going to randomly go through my favorites and fails. No particular order. We're just gonna pick up. We'll start with a fail because I don't want to forget it, and I don't have it here in front of me because I actually did return it. And that is the Patrick Top bronzer in, I want to say it was in the middle shade. I want to say the shade was She Sculpted. It didn't work for me. I don't know if it was the undertone of it against the undertone of my skin, but it looked olivey green on my skin. So if you have an olive undertone, that will be a great one for you, but it didn't work for me. But the formula was nice. So let's just get into what I have here in front of me. First is the Hollywood Flawless Filter, and I have this in the shade for medium. So I don't apply this all over my face. I apply it to the high points of my cheeks, but my favorite way to use this, and if you missed my Prince live, I'll link it up here so you can just see. I don't have this concealer cocktail on my eyes today. So what I like to do is dab 1, 2, 3, and in between those 3 dabs, dab a dot of my favorite concealer, swirl it in. I like to swirl it in with a brush and then go in with my sponge and kind of just blend that out. And it gives your under eye the most hydrated, beautiful, not too glowy. Like, it just looks amazing. And I'm oily and I'm really enjoying this. Like, I've been finding myself doing this all the time as of late. Today, I didn't even wear concealer. If not, I would have done that as well. So next, I want to very briefly just cover SPF. If you've been with my channel for a while, you know that my skin doesn't agree with a lot of SPFs. I break out often and I have to be careful what I'm using. I started using the Chantecaille Ultra Skin Protection Sunscreen SPF 45. This does not break me out. It is very nice. You do have to give it a good shake. And there is a little ball in here. You have to make sure you get all that little ball all the way to the bottom and all the way back to the top and everywhere in between, so it doesn't come out with too much of an oily consistency. But once it goes on the skin, it does blend into the skin nicely. And I'm really enjoying it. And the biggest plus, it doesn't break me out. I mean, that's a huge win. Next is one that I'm trying to go through, but I forgot how much I love it. And immediately, once I used it again, I texted Alfaisi and said, if you haven't used this, you should. And it is the Perricone MD, the Photoplasma. So this is in SPF. It has a broad spectrum SPF of 30. And it's like this shade here. It's like a peachy pink shade, very light. It's very light and it goes on so nicely. I will say with this one, it does not break me out. But if I don't rub it in well enough, it could leave like a white cast, which is typically okay if I'm going to apply foundation over it. It's fine. I'm not here taking selfie pictures every single day, but I haven't noticed that I get the white cast once I apply my foundation and take pictures. But it is beautiful. It's very moisturizing. I'm really loving this. And the active ingredient is the titanium dioxide 4.2%. I can't say enough great things about this. I am loving it, but I don't want it to go bad and I have to throw it away. So I sat it on my makeup vanity so I can use it every day and get through it. So next, I've been really wanting to get like a pop of color in my looks. But one, I don't have the time before work to create a colorful look that I'm comfortable with because I dip in and out of color. So like today, I used the Natasha Denona Mini Zendo palette and just popped in a colorful teal eyeliner. A beautiful pop of color using an eyeliner is what I've been going for lately. And these are my go-tos as of late. So this is the Chanel 946 Intense Teal, which is what I have on today. The Gucci Light Blue shade in Celeste, which is shade 6, the Gucci shade 5 in Amethyst, and the Wayne Goss, the Essentials Eye Kohl pencil, and this one is in Deep Amethyst. So Deep Amethyst is a lot darker than the Gucci Amethyst. I know I've been using it when I had to just bring it back up. So this is the Wayne Goss, which is like a deep purple, and then that's the Gucci. And I do have videos on these, but I have been using these quite a lot. And I am in love with all these shades for a pop of color to any eye look. Just loving these. And they actually stay in the waterline. They don't accumulate in the inner corner. They don't drip out of it because I have watery eyes. They don't drip out. They don't drip down. Loving them. Next, my Wayne Goss Artist brushes. I am so thankful to all Feisty for just saying, yes, yes, they're good. I promise they're as good as you say they're as good as I say they are. And she was right. So I tend to use the smallest one for like powdering under my eyes, the medium for my highlighter, and the larger for like a very pigmented blush or bronzer. If I want a light bronzer, yes, I said light bronzer. It's summer. In the summer, I really don't do a lot of bronzing because I feel like the sun does the work for me. You know what I mean? So it's like, I know, it sounds crazy. It doesn't sound like Aileen's channel, but yeah. If I want a light bronzer, I'll go in with the largest. I am loving these. And the craftsmanship of these brushes, they're just stunning. They're stunning. They're beautiful. They're soft. So soft. Oh, love them. So next, now, I'm all over the place with this one because it's not 100% a fail. I have definitely been able to obtain some pretty looks with this. The reason it's leaning more towards the fail is because it didn't meet my expectations. Are they beautiful? Absolutely. Is the formula great? Absolutely. It's the Natasha Denona Zendo palette. Now this palette is beautiful. The colors, the color story. I wish there was a nice inner corner highlight shade. Like this is the mini Zendo. She had that in her highlight shade. But these shimmers, this is my favorite shade of the palette. And this is Yama. And this is not a Natasha Denona shimmer. It is, but not if you're used to Metropolis, Biba, Sunrise. Like this is a very muted shimmer if you're used to Natasha Denona shimmers, if that makes sense. I think this is a great starter palette for somebody that just wants to get into shimmers. I think it's a very good starter palette. It's a very good, I just want to start dipping into shimmers, but I'm not quite there with that bam. It's a great everyday work if you want to introduce color into your daily looks, but still be put together and professional. It's great for all of that. And it really is a great palette and you can achieve great, beautiful looks. But for me, The shimmers don't have that oomph that Natasha Denona shadows have. It's missing an inner corner shade. This shade Breath, this light green shade, it pretty much goes like almost white. Like it's that's probably my least favorite shade of the palette, yet one of the ones I had the most expectations for. So for me, it is leaning more towards the fail than a favorite for those reasons. But in sticking with Natasha Denona, this Natasha Denona I Need a Nude highlighter, I have been loving this thing. And no matter how much love I give it, this thing looks like I've never touched it. Look at this. Look at this glow. And y'all know I'm not big for big glow, but this highlighter, it's so natural. It's so pretty. You could go very soft and then buff it out, and it just gives a very beautiful, healthy glow. This is the perfect highlighter shade for me. Like, I love this. I was never one to go for highlighter. And then if I did, I would start at the end of my brow and just go, whoop. Man, I brought this all the way up. So I brought it all the way to here, did a C, and then said, boop, and did the same over here, boop. And I'm really liking this, and I don't mind it at all. Shine, baby, shine. Next is the Chantecaille Anti-Pollution Mattifying Cream. You guys, so I want to talk about this because I'm almost done with this too. Like, poor, she's like very sucked up. But I want to show you guys, this is a very good prep for your skin prior to foundation. This is the consistency here. It's like a very moisturizing gel. So I'm going to put this on my hand, and it does not mattify. That is the name of it, but it does not mattify. It moisturizes prior to your application of makeup. And when you have this on, it's like the smoothest, perfect base for your makeup and your foundation to just glide on. See, it does not mattify. I am not sure why the name includes the word mattifying. Absolutely no idea. But the description on the back is a mattifying moisturizer that shields skin against toxic urban pollution, leaves the skin looking redefined and flawless. Apply in the morning to face, neck, and décolleté. That's it. But I don't find it to be mattifying at all. At all. It's really just a lightweight, beautiful, soft moisturizer. But I don't find that it mattifies my skin, not instantly, my skin doesn't look more matte if I put my foundation over it. It doesn't look more matte throughout the day. It's just a moisturizer, and the name confuses me, but it's beautiful. So next, y'all better not come for me, because I'm not saying this is a fail. Don't come for me. The reason this is not enough favorite, but it's not really a fail, it's somewhere in the middle, is only the fallout. That is it. But the looks that I achieve with this are everything. You hear me? They're beautiful. And it's the Venus in Fleur Luxe Quad. I love this quad. This is the new Mama Pat quad. If you can see, this is the special shade here. You can see it's gold there and it's pink here. I love this quad. It's just the fact that I have to do my eyes prior to my base. And I'm one to typically, out of habit, do my face prior to my eyes. But this shade is stunning. Stunning. Look at that. Like, come on, that is beautiful. But the fallout is insane. Now, like I said, this is not a fail by any means. But that's the reason I can't say it's 100% a favorite. And I can't say it's a fail because the looks are amazing. I am going to try it with glitter glue and things like that and see if it helps. But like even then, let me see if the camera is going to pick this up. I just completely wiped that swatch off with micellar water. Look at all that glitter. That's what your face looks like when you use this quad. You see that? It's everywhere. And my OCD does not let me see that everywhere on my face. But the looks are gorgeous. We got to give it that. And Mama Pat did that with that shade. I'm just saying. And for my last favorite is the Pat McGrath Blush. But this particular shade is Nude Venus. This shade is absolutely stunning. Now, what I will say about the blushes is they don't appear as vibrant on your face as they appear in the pan, but they do build up to be as vibrant on your face as on the pan. Does that make sense? Upon initial application. So this is the shade here, Nude Venus. I just love this. I don't have it on today. I'll have everything that I have on down in the description box, but this is my favorite shade. Every time I sit down, even if I wear another blush, I find myself reaching for this one just to add a tinge of it, just a splash of it, just a boop. You know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those shades that you're like, no, I need a splash of that Nude Venus on my face. She is gorgeous, gorgeous. And the formula is amazing. You just have to dab your brush in there and you'll get the pigment you need on your brush and you could build up. What I didn't hear a lot of people mentioning, which when I mentioned it to them, they're like, yeah, absolutely, you're right. The blurring effect. It gives your pores and your face just this smooth blurring effect. It's so pretty. Do I think you need all the shades? Absolutely not. I think she would have got away with 6 shades and been good. I think she could have done like a pink, a peach, a nude in light, medium, and deep. And she would have been good, in my opinion. But this is Nude Venus, just beautiful. And I'll link my video up here where I tested these out. I just love them. So that's it, you guys. I do not have a favorite foundation because I'm trying to use up my Estee Lauder Double Wear. So this has just been my go-to every day because I'm just trying to finish her up because I already have a backup. So I'm destined to get through one foundation this year, at least, at minimum. So that's it, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. And until next time, don't forget, we're all perfectly imperfect. Bye.